So once you've established what the difference is between an agonist, antagonist, fixator and synergist, we've got to understand the difference between each of the different types of muscle contractions. The first muscle contraction is called a concentric contraction, which means the muscle shortens as it contracts. The second is called an eccentric contraction, which means the muscle lengthens as it contracts. And the third is called an isometric contraction, which means the muscle contracts with no change in length. Now, if we talk about specifically the elbow, and I'm trying to establish what the difference between a concentric and an eccentric contraction, and I'll just use a simple barbell curl to illustrate this. So, when I raise the bar up, I flex my elbows. And whilst I'm flexing my elbows, this is, amongst other muscles, a concentric contraction of the bicep brachii. And that's because my bicep, in order to lift this bar, has gotten shorter. When I lower the bar, that's an eccentric contraction of the bicep brachii, because the bicep brachii is lengthening while still contracting in order to lower this bar. Now in this example, my elbow is extending, but it's not my tricep brachii, which is the agonist in this movement. The tricep brachii is merely acting as an antagonist controlling the lowering of this bar in terms of coordination. But the majority of work is coming from that bicep brachii, which is the agonist in lowering the bar, but in the eccentric contraction form. So let's have a think about the knee now and go, what happens then if I lower myself into a squat? And I'm talking just about the muscles of the knee. So when I extend my knee, my quadriceps muscle group are my agonists. And when I flex my knee, my hamstring muscle group is my agonist. But when I lower my body down, which one is the agonist, which one is the antagonist, and what kind of contraction does this form? It's easy to think of it if I start down and push my body up. Because by starting down, in order to stand up from that position, my legs or my knees are extending. Now, as my knees are extending as I'm coming up, that would mean my quadricep is shortening in order to extend my knee concentrically. Now, there's a saying that says, it's like a kids in the toy box theory, which says whoever makes all the mess in the room's got to clean it back up. It's the same with muscles. It says that if a muscle puts me into a certain position, whenever I lower against gravity, it's the same muscle that is working to lower me against gravity. So by standing up, I extend my knee, and it's my quadricep muscle group that's working concentrically. And lowering down, whilst my knee is flexing, as I'm lowering against gravity, it's my quadricep which works eccentrically in order to lower myself back down.